So the Calling All Writers is a week-long writing workshop for high school students. This is part of the summer youth program run by Michigan Tech, which has been around for many, many years. But the humanities department 3 years ago decided we wanted to do more to reach out to high school students. So we started this writing workshop and did it in 2019. 2020, we did a virtual workshop because of the pandemic. And then this year we're back, thrilled to have 13 high school students with us, writing and exploring. So we've had kind of a nature focus for our week. And so we've been taking the students around the Keweenaw, doing close observation, a lot of writing to try to get into how do we describe what we're seeing, and then pulling that into other types of writing, poetry, short stories, narratives, exploring lots of different ways that we can use writing.
It's nice because you get to, like, an analogy of nature, you really get to understand it in a way that you didn't before. I wrote a poem when we went to the beach. We did it like a circle. I did one around the sand, and it's weird to see when you like pick it up and you look at all the little grains of sand. So I wrote a poem about how, you know, the sand each has like a history coming from a different rock and how they're also different from each other and how they went through this like tumbling cycle of the lake to get here onto the shore, even though it's a place that's made up, like, as I put in my poem, it's like it's a realm of their own, but they've never felt more alone because they're also different from each other in a way. Yes.
A lot of the authors who came in, like mainly two authors, I cannot remember, Allison Mills and another author, I believe it was Cindy Perkins, but I'm not sure, led us through some like sensory writing exercises. Allison Mills did some like meditative exercises, which I really enjoyed. They felt amazing. I felt amazing afterwards. And then Perkins came in and led us through some like sensory exercises where we went to the rock garden and like sort of sat down and focused on one sense and wrote about that. And I really enjoyed those two exercises.
I feel like it's been a really fun experience. There's a lot of, like, the explorations are very hands-on. The teachers are very nice. The one-on-one has been very cool. The way that they're teaching is sort of more like you have more freedom in what you're doing. It's not more like skills building as it is more like, here's a prompt, you should write it just to get it out there. Like, that's what this whole thing has been about, is just get it out there.
Part of the week is to help students explore majors that would be connected to writing. So, I mean, obviously part of it is to explore Michigan Tech as a possible college for them to attend and our humanities majors. And then as part of that, to explore writing careers. So our target audience is the student who maybe I like to write or I'm pretty good at writing, but I don't really know how that might translate into a college major or a job. And so I love to bring in a lot of different writers. Today we had technical writers, we had journalists, we had creative writers, and they talk about their career paths, their journey as writers, and help students kind of broaden their sense of what writing could lead to in terms of a career, in terms of a college major, an avocation, whatever it might be.
My main takeaway from that is that there is many different types of careers you can go into when you get more of like an English creative writing degree. As I said, I'm really interested in STEM, and it was fun to learn that you can do more technical writing, more work with like engineers, civil engineers, environmental engineers.
This experience has been a lot different than what I expected, especially the fact that we've been focusing a lot on not only writing but also gaining inspiration for writing. And I like to take pictures as well, and so being able to sort of encourage doing that in order to gain inspiration was really cool as well.
All right. Everyone, when you think you pursue writing, you just end up being an author. It's more so to show that like there's so many different branches you can go into and how it affects like different career options and different jobs, and how it's not all like, oh, you're just writing all the time. It's more so like, no, oh, you could be doing this, and how writing just influences your daily life and how it's made your job.
I feel like this week has really made it easier for me to apply to more colleges, because colleges seemed really scary to me. But like now that I see how college kids live and like all the processes they go through in their daily life, I feel like it's opened a lot more doors for me to be less nervous.
Part of our goal is just to get the word out that we're here and what we offer. Often people think of Michigan Tech first and foremost as an engineering school, which it has, of course, excellent programs. But there are so many other things that we do here. And so we really saw this as an opportunity to highlight the opportunities we have for students that might not be interested as much in the STEM areas as in things like writing and media. And so that's part of our goal, and we're really thrilled to have the students here to work on these projects.